All right, what's up, YouTube fam? It has been a while. How we doing? Yeah, it has been a solid 4 or 5 days since I've been able to upload it because I've been working on the Neon Dynasty Championship commentating. Let me know what you think of that event. We had a lot of fun doing it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it. But I haven't had time to record any videos because, well, that's taken up a lot of time. And now I've been prepping for SCG Indy, which I'm recording this on Thursday. I'll be flying out on Friday. So, I'll try to get in one more video over the weekend, but, no promises I'll have time to get that done today. But next week, we'll be really getting back to putting a lot more modern focus content, but also some Pioneer. I really want to get in some Pioneer leagues. There's a lot of sweet decks that I'm sure we'll see over the course of SCG Indianapolis. So I'm sure we'll try some fun stuff from the event I'm about to go to. And hopefully, by the time you're watching this, which will probably be on Friday or Saturday, maybe I'm winning. Maybe me, Eli Cassis, and Pete Ingram are winning the event because, well, the last time we played an event was one of those trophies back there. SCG Richmond, we won where I was playing Blue-White Control. Pete was on some kind of Delver nonsense. And then Ely was on that blue-black Urza deck, speak of the devil. It was on that blue-black Urza deck that was not very good, but we ended up taking down the trophy against the Dilks and Edgar Magaish team in the finals. That was a fun one. So, all right, anyways, back to this video. We are playing a little bit of Modern today with a spicy deck that I brewed up on my birthday stream yesterday. Really cool deck. I think it has a lot of potential, and I almost played it at SCG Indianapolis, but I ended up chickening out and played Creativity, which there's a link to my Patreon below. I have a full sideboard guide as well as the list that I'm playing at Indy for that event. If you're interested in, maybe copying that list, getting a little help with that deck, or just upping your game, the Patreon's a good spot for that. So let's start with the mana base here. We have 3 Steam Vents, a bunch of fetch lands, 1 of each basics, and then 2 Otawara, Soaring City. This card is actually insane in this deck. It costs 1 less for each legendary creature you have, and let's do a legend tech. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 legends in this deck, which is highly above average for most decks, and the addition of Reality Chip is, I think, what puts this deck over the edge. Hopefully we have some really cool moments in the games that prove it, because I was doing some disgusting things with this deck. Then I just lost a couple matches and I got a little timid, so I decided to not play it. Plus I didn't own all the cards, so it would have been kind of a pain. So, all right. Also, we have Urza Saga in the mana base here. Oh, let me get this preview screen up for all of y'all. Sorry about that. One of these days, I'm going to remember this before the video. I swear it probably won't happen, but Urza Saga, one of the main reasons to be playing this deck. It's incredible in this deck. It finds Mox Amber, which most of the time finding a land is not in the deck's, possibilities outside of like Springleaf Drum. But Mox is just straight up a blue-red dual most of the time in this deck that you get to find. Or you get to find Bauble, as well as Shadow Sphere if you're beaten down, Aether Spellbomb if you need to get a creature out of there, and then Drum if you already have a creature and you already have a Mox. So we'll get to the 1-drops for Regavans, because why the hell not? It's Regavan. This card's insane. It works with the legend themes, so you can play Mox. You can go like, Mountain, Mox, Regavan, and play like an Unholy Heat or something, which is something that Grixis Death Shadow deck could not do. This deck has more explosive draws than any deck I've seen in the format. You can play Urza on turn 2, which is insane, and I've done it, and I won that game, believe it or not. Then we got 4 Unholy Heats. This is a pretty good Unholy Heat deck. I maybe want to trim 1 because it is not an artifact. It doesn't work with the theme that much, but it is a great removal spell, and you get Delirium pretty easily, mostly because of Urza Saga being an enchantment and a land. Then let's get to the Reality Chip. The Reality Chip is kind of this new technology that makes this deck tick. You get to play it just as an 0-4 wall early, but then when you equip it, it's going to give you experimental vibes, experimental frenzy vibes from the Teamer Urza deck that I played at a couple SCGs a long time ago. Now, granted, that had Mox Opal, Oko, and Gilded Goose, but, this is like experimental frenzy in that deck. And Regavan is pretty close to Goose, but that's about where the similarities end, because Oko and Mox Opal are, you know, you can't compare to those. Now let's get to the meat of this deck. This is an Underworld Breach Grinding Station deck, so this is a combo deck. You can combo as early as turn 2. Turn 3 is a lot easier. And then if you don't have the combo pieces, we're just a pretty resilient deck that's going to find them. So you get Grinding Station, a 0-drop like Mox Amber, and a blue creature, a blue legend in play. You add a blue mana, you mill yourself with Mox Amber. When you have Breach in play, you replay Mox Amber, it untaps, add a blue, mill yourself, you get infinite blue mana, or at least like 20 or 30. And then you mill your whole deck, and then you put into play Thassa's Oracle. And then you win the game. That is how we win, but if the combo gets interrupted, you can just win with Constructs from Urza's Saga and Urza's Lord High Artificer. That's what makes this deck good to me again. If you're just a combo deck and you can be disrupted with Rest in Peace and stuff, I felt like it's too one-dimensional for Modern, but this deck gets around that and leads to some really powerful stuff. Then we get to play Expressive Iteration, just, you know, one of the best card draw spells we've ever seen. You get to play Emery. Emery is insane in this deck, insane with Bobble. You know, since you can't bring Bobble back with Lurrus anymore, Emery is the new hotness. And then Urza. You get to play Urza in this deck, and you get to just kind of go off. Grinding Station, notably with Urza, you get to add a blue, and then when the Construct comes into play, you get to untap, add a blue again. So Grinding Station is a really cool mana rock with Urza. Then we'll look to the sideboard. We got a bunch of counter spells, Rebuke, and then Spell Pierce, and then Defense Grid for our control matchups. We got Spreading Seas for Tron, Big Mana, Urza Saga decks. Aether Gust for Amulet. Tormod's Crypt as a 1-of for Saga for graveyard decks. Pithing Needle for like EE decks. Other stuff like that. Pyrite Spellbomb, Sanctifier and Vec mainly, but also sometimes you just need to kill creatures. And then this is one of the better Engineered Explosive decks for a plethora of matchups. And Engineered Explosive gets to be brought back with Emery as well, so which is really exciting. All right, I'm pumped to show you guys and girls this deck because it is incredibly good, and I think you'll like it. So let's battle. All right, everyone, we ready to do this? Let's battle. I would like to play first. Just 2 Grinding Stations, and Unholy Heat is not a very good hand. You never need 2 of these, and you never even, like, you know, need a second one if they blow it up or anything, because if it's in the graveyard, it's fine. So that's basically a mulligan already. We're going to keep this, and we're going to put one of these breaches away. You only need one of those as well. It's a double Ragavan hand. How bad can it be? So, let's get Ragavan down. Our opponent did not mulligan. How lucky. We'll go like this, and then we'll say go. A little bit of a slowish hand, and obviously only 1 land. Not ideal, but not the worst. Okay. Let's see what they're going to do. If it's going to be a Fatal Push, Thoughtseize. Is this just good old Jund? Yes. The one thing we don't want is a blocker. Yeah, that was okay. Now we still need to find a land. All right, okay, so it's probably Jund Shadow. Jund Shadow. And I either know about that Temur Battle Rage or I can attack it with this one if I get a land. If not, we're in a lot of trouble. Okay, well, we have 1 play. Yikes. Well, let's hope they can't kill the second one. Let's hope we can't kill the second one. Good cards. And honestly, this can win the game pretty quickly. We need a treasure, though. We need this to connect, and then we can win the game. Otherwise, if we top deck a land, we can just go Grinding Station into Expressive into win the turn after. Okay, so a Mountain. Not another Bolt. That's pretty much the same. In fact, it might even be better. Unholy Heat? No! Uh-oh. Well, this is not going to be a first good showing for the deck. Yeah, check out how busted this deck is, y'all. We never draw lands. Pass the turn. This is fine, meme. This is fine. This deck can win out of nowhere, but of course, there's the clock. And we know about Battle Rage, so if we don't hit it here, we're dead. We just can't win. Okay, good times. Good times, had by all. Y'all, if anyone needs a better example of why this deck is completely busted, I mean, that was just a perfect example. So let's bring in Gust, and EEs. EEs are going to be great. We're going to take out one Mox. I usually take out one. It might be too many anyways. There are Ragavan decks, so we probably want on Holy Heats. Probably want to max out on those. I think we can trim one. Shadow Sphere is pretty good. Aether Spellbomb is not needed. And then when it gets to this point, it's usually just trim a bauble. This is a deck that's all about trimming. You know, it's not one of those decks where you just want to cut all of one card, because it's an engine deck, so you kind of need every piece. All right, let's hope for a little bit better showing. Okay, this hand is definitely better. Still not amazing, I'll tell you that. And I don't even know if I want to play Shadow Sphere right away. We could play this. I want this to be a surprise. The only card we hope they don't Thoughtseize is our Reality Chip. So we do want to play that. That's a tough one for them to kill. It's Lightning Bolt proof. And then we want to find an Emery. An Emery off the top would be the ideal draw, because then we go Reality Chip, Mox, Emery. And then we could equip the Emery. These shadow-based decks are the bad matchups, though. And the reason this deck wasn't good was because of Grixis Shadow. And this deck's in a similar vein, so maybe not the best deck right now if there's still a lot of these decks, but it's sure fun. Okay, so now we will Reality Chip. And now we get to see what we're going to draw. We don't want to draw that, but we don't really have a choice. We'll play a Mox, and I don't want to play Shadow Sphere yet. We hope they flood the board with 1-drops, to be honest. Then we can blow this up. Now our fetch lands, we can kind of future sight look a little bit and manipulate the top of our deck. Try to find some action. Urza, Emery, those kind of cards. Aha, joke's on you. Our hand's not very good. They are going to take EE, I imagine, but... Now we could just Shadow Sphere and start getting in there, depending on what they do. So they saw our Misty Rainforest. They know we're doing nothing. Yep. Okay. Urza off the top. Okay, so we will play that. That's a great draw for us. We're going to play Shadow Sphere. And we're not going to use this no matter what. So we're just going to equip. And I think we're going to get in there. It's really just a gain of life. But all right, next turn with Urza, we can definitely do some good things. Really good things. Like this next turn could be busted. And we'd have Otawara protection. Oh no! We got so punished! We got so punished. Oh no. Well, I think I'd rather give him this than like a bauble. Yeah, that sucks. And then we can manipulate the top of our deck. Oh, so punished for attacking. All right, grinding station off the top. Not really what we want. We're just too far away from the combo. We need a creature to equip to. Oh, we'll be leaving this back now, I guess. Yep. Bummer. All right, let's sacrifice this. Another reality chip? Come on. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well. I guess we can block. We can chump block with this now. Man, we have been having some bad draws. To be fair, that was the Urza would have flipped this game completely upside down. So we screwed up by attacking. That 1 point was not worth it. Okay. I'm going to block Goif. Okay, that was weird. I guess they're just going to bolt this. Okay. All right, let's crack this. See if we can find some action. Breach is a thing. Okay, breach was actually not bad. So let's put this back to their hand. And, dang it. Okay, that's the win next turn. If we wait. Or we can breach and play EE for 1. I mean, it's just the win. So I think we have to just hold. And if they dash Ragavan, yeah, we'll take 7. So there's a chance we just lose. But I think we got to play to win here. And that we just win next turn. All right. Uh-oh. Not if they have a way to destroy this, that's for sure. Well, that was going to win the game, or that was going to stop us from doing this anyways, so, you know, it's kind of ideal that they did that. Now we're taking 6, 7, 8. So, we're gaining 1 if they play Ragavan, so we're going to 2. So basically any bolt or anything kills us. Yeah. Not a great first match, I'll tell you that. Oh, but also I can't let Ragavan connect. Or they get Grinding Breach. So they're just going to get Grinding Breach, and then we have to hope that I top deck another Grinding Breach. Yeah, this is going great. This is going really well. Alright, and it'll be just, it'll be a mystery what we draw. Well, this was a beating. Pressure mixed with Graveyard Disruption and Hand Disruption and Creature Disruption. Not the ideal. But to be fair, that's a lot of Modern decks right now, so. Play it. Play it and sacrifice it. Play it and sacrifice it. It'd be so bad. Would you like to sacrifice that? I'll give you another chance. Well, I guess we can Ragavan dash. Hope to get something from them. Actually, if we hit Lightning Bolt, we just win the game, right? Okay, I'm in. We got outs. That would be insane. Dang. Now if I play the reality chip. Yep, that's it. All right, let's win the next one. All right, round number 2, and starting off so close. Oh, if this was even a blue source, this hand would be bonkers. We are on the draw. Honestly, we are on the draw. You know what? We got beat so badly here. We're bound for some good karma. I have a feeling it's going to be there. It doesn't have to be there on the first turn. It can be there on the second turn. But if we get it right away, it's insane. Oh no, it's not, our hand isn't even that Thoughtseize proof. If they take Emery. Okay, good. Hammer? Okay. God, that card's so good against us too. Dang it. Okay, well, we are going to just play this. Oh, I guess I don't have to. No, we're just going to let them draw a card. No. Here's that. Here's that. Then we'll say go. Now we'll bobble them. Now if we don't hit it again, we'll just concede. You know, we'll delete this video and shame our way, you know, right out of this modern event. I want this deck to be so good, but it just feels like it's lacking. But it's so fun when it does its thing. I mean, that's why I'm not playing it at Indie. It's a little too inconsistent, but... Alright, so Stoneforge. See what they're going to get. Blue-White Hammer. Probably, I don't know, Hammer doesn't seem like the worst matchup, but of course we have to hit land. But EE and Emery is a combination against them, we'll say that. Alright, we got 2 draws at it. Technically 3 with the Spell Bomb. Bad. Oh my god. We are not destined to win any matches today. To be fair, this is a loose keep. This one's on me, but... Come on, we got 1 more draw at it. Okay. Alright, now let's do as many things as we can. Let's start with, I guess we have to start with Ragavan. Okay, let's start with Ragavan. And we're gonna try to not have this mana wasted right now. Yep, you get another thing. No. Here's this. All right, now we're actually just 1 breach away from just winning the game. No, and if we top deck a blue source, actually we have it with this, so we can play Urza next turn, but we're kind of a turn behind, so it might not be enough. But we're finally doing things. Saga can go get the drum that can tap this, so we have colorless, blue, red, Urza, and then this adds a bunch of mana, so we can go Urza plus Emery next turn and have a blocker. And then hopefully iteration win the turn after. It's not a bad course of action, but who knows? They could go Sigarda's Aid, double hammer, and kill us now. Uh-oh. There's Sigarda's Aid. So they at least have a 1 hammer. I can't block yet. Yeah, kill me if you got it. Kill me now, but if you don't kill me, I might be able to kill you. All right, there's 1. You got the second? Hooray! Now, hopefully they don't have a blocker. That would be helpful, but yeah, we didn't really plan on attacking anyways. They can draw as many cards as they want because we kind of have to win. Breach? They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. Take that. Take that. I bet they didn't think they were losing this game. All right, no big deal. So I can go like this. And, mill. Okay, now let's go with breach. No, I would not like to pay generic mana. Got this. Here's Emery. Now our Mox adds all blue. God, that was pretty lucky. Okay, so now we bring this back. There's some shortcuts. You go always yes, always yield, hit yes. Now sacrifice this. Now you gotta do this over and over and over again. So buckle up. It usually takes like 5 minutes or so. It's kind of annoying, but they are indeed dead, and I'll show you why. So it doesn't matter what you exile as long as you don't exile Thassa's Oracle. So that is your way to win. All right, here you go, here you go. And that's how little of material you can have and still win the game, which is pretty cool. And there's usually, I think I had a counterspell in the deck, so you get to back it up. But honestly, the counterspell would have occurred already on the Underworld. So that's not really a big deal. And you just keep doing. There's the Thassa's Oracle, so you gotta not click that. Some players concede, but honestly, I wouldn't even concede because I'd want to see the whole deck. And then after you see it once, then, you know, you can definitely concede. All right, we have enough blue now. Doesn't matter. Now you can bring back any 0 drop. Counts by 3 at a time, so it's not the slowest combo, but it's not the fastest. I'll tell you that. Okay. Boink, 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 boink. And we're having fun. Yep, there we go. They got it. All right, hammer time. Let's bring in Spreading Seas and Engineered Explosives. And outside of that, maybe Pyrite Spellbomb. They could have that one card. I think that's better than Spellbomb. We want Unholy Heats for their stupid Esper Sentinels, but we don't want to overdo it. Trim one of those. Trim a Reality Chip, maybe. Can actually trim an Iteration. They're kind of slow. And then trim a Regavan. And either a chip or a breach. Yeah, let's take a chip out. And let's do it. Yeah, this hand doesn't really look good enough. Thassa's Oracle is fine to have in your opening hand, but it's not amazing. So we're going to mulligan this one, especially with 2 Moxes. This hand's fine, though. This hand has a plan. Hope they play Saga, so we have this. And I think we'll just pitch this card. And let's do it. All right. If they play Esper Sentinel, we can at least play our 0 drops and pay for it. And then it's going to be a Saga game for us. We're going to be Sagaing until we find more action, which is a perfectly good game plan. You know, just Saga on turn 3, Saga on turn 4, and then, you know, hopefully doing something better by turn 5. Ideally, this deck can kill on turn 2, so this is nowhere near the ceiling of the deck, but it's a good condolence, you know, it's a good secondary prize. Our opponent has been glacially slow. Okay, there we go. The drum. Okay. I was like, come on, Emery. That's a good draw, though. That is a very good draw. So against Esper Sentinel, you'd still want to just play your things. I could have bobbled myself there, I guess, but... and I probably should have. That was kind of my bad. All right, so let's say go. No matter what, we're pretty happy. Let's see what they do. There's a chance we don't pop bobble. If we for sure want to just Spreading Seas next turn, then if we drew Emery, we could go Emery plus Spreading Seas. Okay, since we're not going to want to Spreading Seas, now we'll probably bobble. Lavinia. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, we got to kill that. Yeah, we can't cast 0 drops. It's a big deal. Yeah, this feels like it definitely could be a Saga game. If we got crap like that. So Saga can get Pyrite Spellbomb, though. Ooh, hello. I kind of want to just lock an EE for 1 down and pay for it. It's better than Grinding Station. I don't think even if we top decked a Breach, we could necessarily win on the spot. So, yeah, let's go. Oh, whoa, that could have been bad. Let's go for an EE for 1. It'll prevent them from playing the way they want to, aka playing that other Esper Sentinel. And then we can either threaten blowing it up or just creating a Saga next turn. Both make it tough for them to play things. So we know they have Esper Sentinel as one of their cards, and then 2 Mysteries. Okay, I'll take it. Would you like to play that Esper Sentinel? No, you wouldn't? Okay, good. It made him play awkwardly. Okay, there is that. Oh, that was sweet. Okay, so if we play this, then we get to do both. Oh, that was so good. Here's the power of Emery! I control 3 lands. This is a 3-drop. Here's an Emery. Unlocks Mox, and then we can still make a construct. That was an insane draw. And there is EE in the graveyard, so we can, like, EE for 2. But we can just get Spellbomb off this. Oh, yeah, we're sitting good. We're sitting good. Peace out, Hammer Time. We got a little lucky game 1, but now we're just, our deck's doing things. Finally. This is definitely my pet deck. I can just tell by, like, the excuses I give the losses. I'll be like, no, that one doesn't count. That was silly. You know, like... And it's just all the tips I give to new players. Don't do this, you know? And it just shows that this is really my pet style of deck. Emery Urza is just... It brings it back for me to back when it was broken, you know? Urza Oko, Experimental Frenzy, Goose, that whole Cryptic Command deck. That deck was insane. It was probably my favorite Magic. And I got to play it at like 3 events, and I top-8'd all of them at SCGs. It was so sweet. All right, opponent played a Memnite. Sure. Okay. So, let them attack. I dare you. Yep. Okay. I would like to make a Saga. Okay. And this is cast a spell, so it can put it into play with no problem. Now, if anything, maybe we're just going to try to make 2 Sagas here. So if I go like this, make a Saga here, and then if I get a Drum, I can just make another Saga. That sounds good. Yep. Okay, here's that. Here's one of these. Now, any artifact I bring back, if I brought back Bobble, would just be countered. No mana was spent. Yeah, so that doesn't do anything. So instead, I'm just going to beat in for 5, which could be 6. I'll go aggressive. So this one can get Shadow Sphere and just end the game. I don't even need to combo here. And I don't think I have to play around anything weird. They're not going to have, like, EEs. So yeah, I'll just get in the extra damage. Actually, yeah, that was bad. That was bad, because if they have Sigarda's Aid and they have Hammer and just drew Hammer, they'd win the game here. Okay, so they can't have it. But now we'll have to protect against the Poison Death from now on with Pirate Spellbomb or Engineer Explosives. But otherwise, I don't think they can do anything. Yep. Well, no, I guess now they could have... No, they can't. Okay. They're dead, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead. Let's play one more match. I want a winning record with Battle. Final round with Underworld Grinding Breach. Okay, so this hand is too bad. We have a Redundant Breach. The removal is just okay. Yeah, we're going to mulligan this one. Okay, this hand is okay. I'm going to keep. It's not amazing. I'm going to just get rid of the Breach. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the Breach because this hand right here is pretty... It combos in its own way, and then that'll find Breach. If I were to draw another Breach, it would be a nightmare, but if I can get Urza out and, you know, have some of this other stuff stick around, we should be pretty good. Crab! That's interesting for our deck. Okay, well now we just have the combo. Maybe that was just correct to keep anyways, so it's the Magic Gods just telling us. Okay, so we still need to top deck a land. We still very much need to top deck a land or a 0-drop. 0-drop for Emery is pretty good, but yeah, especially with them milling us. God, this deck could have surgical though too. The old Dimir mill could definitely surgical us. All right, the crabs, they're loose. They could hit our land as well. Okay. All right, Mox Amber is the best draw. That was the worst draw. Draw a card. These draws have either been really good or just the worst possible over and over and over. All right, all right. Well, we can still win on turn 3. Or I guess turn 4 now if we draw running lands. We're not going to have very long, though. I'll tell you that. 3, 6, 9. Damn, those crabs are fine. Okay. Okay, we're in business. So, now, I still think I just need to play Grinding Station. Yep. Need to just play Grinding Station, and then if I top deck a land, I can for sure win. And if I don't, just Breach, I don't think gets it there. Yeah, I just need another land. But then I win. Maybe there's not enough lands in this deck. That's a possibility. This was definitely just a late night brew on my birthday stream. All right, they're going to mill us some more. Oh, no. If they mill our other basic, then they could Field to Ruin us, and we're for sure dead. Okay, there's Thassa's Oracle. We still got our basic in our deck. Still got it. Oh, God. That's 18 cards. Now we're lucky if we have a basic. Oh, there's our basic. If they field us, we're dead. They have 18 worth of mill here. Oh, they just gave it? Oh, there's got to be a searchable land, which there might not be. Okay. Yeah, we can get a lot of 0-drops, but that's not enough, is it? Okay, we're dead. What a stupid matchup. Mill versus a deck that needs its graveyard. Okay. Probably don't want to change much, to be honest. I think this should be okay. Maybe we don't want that many Unholy Heats. Let's bring in some Rebukes. And yeah, we'll just have a couple Unholy Heats. We'll not go crazy on that. And that's it. Pretty simple change. I just don't want to draw too many Unholy Heats because we can just win faster than their crabs can usually work. Okay. This is a pretty good hand if Regavan can connect. And it's another unplayable one if it can't. Oh, God. They just have, like, if they go 0-3 crab, we're just dead. I'm keeping it. This has been a loose goose YouTube video, y'all. Had to get our fix. All right. They're going to play the 0-2 crab. I have a feeling. Because if we can attack with Regavan, we'd get a treasure. Then we could, you know, we still can only really play just a Shadow Sphere, but it at least gets us going. All right, our opponent mulliganed to 4. That's not great for them. I doubt they'd mulligan to Crab and 3 lands or something, but that would be their best. Alright, here's that. Here's Ragavan. They probably took out Fatal Pushes and stuff because they didn't really see any creatures. I guess they saw our whole deck, so they saw what we were up to. Alright, hold. Yep, that's fine. I'm glad that that's one of your cards. Hit me with another. Hold, Ragavan. Hold. Yes. Okay. So now we can attack. I don't think there's a single card I would want to play out of their deck, including that, but I'm glad they didn't draw it. And now, I think we just play the stupid grinding station, unfortunately. It sets us up for a win next turn. If we either connect with Ragavan or draw a land. There's got to be a 0-drop in the graveyard, right? Yep. Gonna counter it. You got a Spell Pierce. Extirpate. Guess they could get my Breach, yeah. Alright. Alright, gotta win in different ways. Yeah, that's probably pretty bad for us. Okay. Alright, Urza. Step up to the plate. Step up to the plate, Urza. We need you. Okay. Okay, that was great. Make sure we have a fetchable land. We sure do. So this is 3 mana. So I can play Emery, Shadow Sphere, and hold up a land. And then we can play Urza. Nope. It's going to be a sick combination for Urza and mana at some point. Alright. Now let's play Emery. We'll help him mill a bit. And do we even want to play Shadow Sphere? It just doesn't matter right now, so we're just going to say go. And then we have a Rebuke available. And then no matter what, we get to play Urza next turn. And I hope that's enough. We can also bring back Reality Chip to just go off. Okay. There's our Thassa's. Okay, feeling pretty decent about this. They're going to have those kind of effects, so our combo is not going to be safe. Yep, not letting that one slide. We need Ragavan. Alright, now we're going to do some stuff. Okay, step 1, get our fetchable land. Okay, and... Okay, so we're gonna try to pop off here, starting with Urza. Okay, so now this is gonna do some very interesting things. So, start, it's gonna be doing this. So, we're gonna tap it, untap it. I'm gonna target Reality Chip. Now we're going to be going off. Unless they extirpate that. Or surgical that. That'd be annoying. Okay, so here we go. Add a blue. Play the Reality Chip. Okay. Untap this. This is free. Untap. Now we get to attack. Now we get a island off this, basically. Okay. We can add blue. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's add a blue. Untap. We already played a land, so we can't cast that land on top. But we can use all this mana to activate Izzet. Okay. So, we're going to deal damage. We're going to play this Mox. Untap. And now use this 3 mana. This is the stuff I love. To strap up. We'll strap up this. Can't play that, and I guess that's it. That's all we got for the turn. But we used our mana perfectly efficiently. Look at that masterpiece. And now we just get to... Now we have Experimental Frenzy. Well, Future Sight, I guess, is a closer analogy. And let's hope we just don't get milled out. Yep, but we also have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just have 10 damage, so we just get to end it. But we were going to do many more things if we didn't just have lethal here. All right. Game 3. They did mulligan, but we did our thing. We finally did the reality chip thing. Well, I guess we just equipped it, but we would have done it. God, I sound like a crazy person talking about this deck. I'd be like, yeah, but it could have been really cool. It would have. All right, let's battle. Game 3, final game of this YouTube video. And honestly, final game of the videos for this week. You know, more than likely, it's a busy time since I'm leaving for Indy tomorrow. But if you want to try this deck, there's a Mana Traders code below that'll give you a discount. As well as I have a Patreon where I have my updated deck list, which is 4-color creativity that I'm going to be playing in Indy. So if you want to play the deck that hopefully me, Ely, and Pete win with, you can check it out. Okay, I'm going to keep this hand. It has Thassa's Oracle, which is not ideal, but that's okay. It's got the Grinding Station. You know, usually the Breach is the more important card. All right, no Crab is awesome. So now it's a question of, do I want to fetch? And I think I do. Should I fetch right now? Yeah, if I'm going to play it, I might as well fetch it and give them one less draw, right? All right, but I'm not going to use the mana. All right, how many 13s you going to give me? 1. Just 1. Okay. Both are chips. Lame. Okay. Not looking that great. They got a good start. Okay, 1 breach. That's what we're really looking for. Alrighty, so now let's just go Grinding Station, Bobble. Not going to do anything with this. Unless they're trying to extirpate already. Nope. Okay. Okay. We'll play just the Bobble. And then we'll say go. Now we at least got an iteration to try to find something. Three more cards. Okay, there's a second breach. 2 left. They mill all those. That's the bad. That's the case we do not want. Oh shit. Tasha's Hideous Laughter has to be insane against us. And it exiles him? Oh no. We could just be dead right now. Do it. Put me out of my misery. Uh-oh. 10 cards. There's another breach. There's one breach left in the deck. Okay, we gotta find it. 10 cards left. We have a 20% chance of drawing a breach for the win. Okay, I think we have to iterate. Then a fetch land kills us? God. I think I have to. Because I could get... Yeah, we're just going to do it. YOLO. I think we're dead, but... Well, that's not going to do us anything. Okay, I'll play this. Yeah, we're so dead. If only we could, like, play this at instant speed. If we had a way to flash it in, but we don't. Yeah, this is probably not a great matchup. Here's Ragavan. Alright, now we just die to a fetch land. If all they had was a fetch land, I'm going to feel real bad, because if they just fetch land us before... They've been waiting to do it until we're dead, though, so to be fair, I don't think we would have got it. But, then again, we could have increased our... yeah, we could have played Urza and then Thassa's, so it'd be top 4. So yeah, if all they had was fetch land, we punted it away. But if they have literally anything, we're dead. Dang, had a 20% to win the game and missed. How unlucky. How unfortunate. Alright, fingers crossed in a very... you know, praying fashion. 6 cards in library with a crab. Not ideal. Another Tasha is good. That would actually just make me feel better. Okay. Oh, no. God. Now we'll never know if they had more. Because that's just enough. Expressive Iteration added 3 cards, so we'd be at 1 card. We'd draw our last card. Tilt. Alright, everyone. Well, not the best finish with this deck. A solid 1-2. But it's my baby. I want it to be good. It just probably isn't quite there, but it is definitely fun to play. If you want to try it out, you know, check the link below. You can use my Mana Traders code, and that'll save you 15% off, as well as check out my Patreon, like I was saying throughout the video. Like, comment, and share this video. You get bonus points for that, and I really appreciate y'all watching, okay? We'll see you next video. Peace.